G'day and welcome back to the channel. They're mowing at the moment, but we're gonna have to put it up. I'll put up with it for a little while. Okay, we're at Clifton Beach, beautiful Clifton Beach, and I'll pan you around while I'm here. And yeah, it's early in the morning. Well, early-ish, about 9:30. Well, what is the time? 8:30 in the morning. Just dropped my daughter off at school. She's got violin lessons, and I thought I'd take us for a walk. So we go for a walk along Clifton Beach, up to the rocks, and see what's happening today at Clifton Beach. And then we'll walk back, and we'll have a look. So, as usual, what I'll do is I'll spin you around, and we'll go for a walk. Don't forget, like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell, that's it. Oh, I forgot. Okay. Beautiful palm trees. Look at that. Beautiful. Okay, let's spin it around. There's the playground at Clifton Beach. Let's go for a look. Okay. Tide's going out. Was in quite far today, look at that. Almost up to the row of palm trees there. Okay, let's go. I think it's going to be another nice day today. Sun's trying to creep out behind the clouds. Council's here mowing. You can probably hear it. Oh, that's the vac blowing the blower. As you can see, let me spin it around. You can see that the nets are in. No nets out. Woohoo! Almost got my shoes wet. As I've said on other videos, Clifton Beach is my favourite beach. And it's a fairly large section of Cook Cove. It's the centre section of Cook Cove. Southern section is Kewarra, and the northern section is Palm Cove. Seems funny to call it Clifton Beach Beach, bit like Trinity Beach, I suppose. But the name of the suburb is Clifton Beach. So we're on Clifton Beach. You can see how the sand gets eroded. Look at that, it's got undulations in the sand. If I spin it round, you can see that the hollows are being carved out. I don't know whether you can actually see that properly, but if you look down here, hollows are being carved out by the wave action. You can see undulations in the beach. That's why councils do some sand erosion mitigation out here. They're putting some mushroom-shaped objects, or rock formations, I guess, just offshore here. I think in another video I said 300 meters when I replayed it. They're not 300 meters. You're lucky to be 50 meters offshore, maybe even 30 meters. And they're going to put these mushroom-shaped rock formations that go parallel with the shore, and it should, so the experts say, mitigate sand erosion. You can't put a groin up, they say, because if you do, then sand builds up on one side and washes away from the other side. So, ooh. Walk around this beach almond tree. What's going on over here? Got things taped up. Oh, they're cutting trees down. Okay. Well, that person over there is going to get a nicer view now. Now they're cutting these down. Wonder why they're doing this. What's going on? Oh, it's probably for the sand mitigation. They have to get the trucks in, I suppose. So they have to get rid of that. There's a sign over there. Let's go and have a look. Then we'll all be wiser. Whoops. Falling over all the logs they've left. Okay, so this is what it's all about. You can pause that and have a look. Breakwaters construction, May to October 2025, approximately. Cairns Regional Council is constructing 3 breakwaters to mimic naturally occurring rock formations to encourage sand retention. This will retain the beach amenity for users while reducing the frequency and cost of sand nourishment. Sand nourishment means replacement. And I'll go closer to this so you can see. That's basically what they're doing. 1, 2, 3 mushroom formations just off the shore. Okay, carry on with the walk. But this guy over there gets a much better view. Wow. Oh, what's going on here? Seems to be a lot of insect activity here. It's like native bees. They're the stingless bees. After the resin. They'll probably use that for sealing up the hive. I can't remember what they call it when the bees do it. Maybe it'll come to me while I'm walking. Lots of stingless bees here. Okay, so I wonder where the hive is. I've got 3 or 4 hives for native bees in my garden. 2 of them are occupied. One got occupied by the Asian honeybee, but they absconded. Propolis, that's what it's called, or propolis. That's the like the resinous sort of material they use to seal up the hive. Very hard. Propolis, yes, so it's called. Yeah, sometimes those bees are called honeybag bees. They produce the honey in really big cells, like a honey pot. And the taste tastes like honey, but it's a bit more watery and is got a slight resinous taste to it. Not quite like Retsina, the Greek wine, but similar. Whoa. Whoa. Almost a shoe full of water. So you've got to keep one eye on the external environment, one eye on the screen. Whoa. Palm trees, beautiful. I love coconut palms, they make me feel like I'm on holiday. But they do grow like weeds up here, and I've got to dig those ones up in the front garden, out by the gate, before they get too tall. Paradise. What can you say? There's a plane there bringing some more lucky tourists. Oh, there's a bloody green ant. I'm off camera. Just had to stop the video there and pause it to get this bloody green ant off my camera before it walks all over the lens. Green ants everywhere here. Funny, in Thailand, the same sort of ants, which are weaver ants, they form those, they weave those the leaves together in trees. They love mango trees. If you try to prune mango trees, you'll be covered in green ants. In Thailand, they have the same sort of ants, but they're red. And they're called red ants. But they are a weaver ant. Look the same. If you eat one of them, it tastes very, very citrusy, almost, like lemon drops. Not that I make a habit of eating them, but every now and again, I tend to bite onto one. Just yesterday, for instance, I was pruning the mango trees and trying to get all that horrible vine off them, covered in green ants. Bloody things sting you too. So they're cutting down more trees here. Oh yeah. Cutting down the trees so they can get in. Do the mitigation. Old coconut trees going. Sad, but necessary, I guess. Big coconuts on that tree there. Looks like that tree's about to fall down. Yeah. Beautiful. Move back. Yeah, this is the access road. Yeah. I've got a couple of birds here that have fallen asleep. I've seen these birds, sort of birds before. Must get my bird book out and look up what they are. We'll just go up to the rock wall here. That's what they did to mitigate sand erosion up here. Doesn't look so nice though. So hopefully these rock structures will work. Yeah, the pipes they put in the last time just try and stop this getting washed away. Been washed away about 3 times. That is the path being washed away. And it's clouding over again. Yeah, when I started this walk, the waves are crashing over these rocks, but they're not doing it now, so the tide's obviously going out. There's Earl Hill there. If you look between the gap in the two peaks there, you can just about see some buildings in Trinity Beach. Oh, we'll get to the rocks. And then we'll walk back. I try and walk as close to the water as I can, but for some reason it's trying to really soak my shoes this morning. More so than usual. All right, we've got a couple of brave people in the water. I guess they're probably tourists because locals wouldn't swim in the water. Not without stinger suits anyway. I thought it used to be in little nippers, they used to swim, but using stinger suits. Because the jellyfish up here can kill you, so you have to be careful. And even if they don't kill you, they can make you ill for a very long time. Looks like we've got some, oh no, there's buoys. Beautiful. Sun tries to come out, then goes in. Sort of half cloud, half sun. Don't know whether it's going to rain today, I doubt it. It does rain a bit in winter, as I said in one of my other videos, but not much. Just enough to keep us as a monsoon, tropical climate, or tropical monsoon climate, I suppose. Get round the right way. Temperature today is probably around about 28, 27, 28 at the moment. Humidity is probably quite high, probably up around about 80%. But nice. There's the jetty over there, I don't know whether you can see it. Maybe I'll zoom in. There we go, there's the Palm Cove, jetty. Double Island. Haycock Island. Headland to Trinity Beach. And Earl Hill. Beautiful coconut palm trees. Beautiful. Accommodation units there. Okay, pause it, go back to wide angle again, and let's commence. A walk. Oh, those birds are still there. Oh, there's those birds again. Maybe I'll pause. Get a... They're probably after pippies. It's actually a pippy breeding ground here in Clifton Beach. Tons of pippies. They're like the Aussie version of a cockle. They're not as big as you get in South Australia down at Kewarra, but they're okay for a feed. Okay, let's resume. Double island out there. Go past the tree removal site. Now they're doing 3 of these rock formations, these mushroom-like rock formations in the Coral Sea here, just off the shore. So they'll be taking down the trees in 3 areas. Maybe they can put something else up in the place, you know, I don't know, like a shelter or something. Or a barbecue facility. A little shelter with a couple of barbecues, be great, just up here. You can see what I mean when I said the other day about the nets don't go out that far at Clifton, because the drop-off on the ocean is quite sharp, or the beach is quite steep. Whereas at Palm Cove and Kewarra, it's a lot more shallow. So they have to have the nets go out further. Otherwise, you wouldn't get any depth in the water. But here it drops down pretty fast. The beach is quite steep. Here we go, cutting down again. They won't be cutting that melaleuca down, I wouldn't think. But the palm trees either side, you can easily replace those. As I said, they're a bit like weeds up here. Woohoo! Yes, for the tide it's supposed to be going out, it certainly comes down in a fair way. Palm trees, beautiful. Can't we live in paradise here? As I keep saying, I can understand why people come here for a holiday, especially this time of year, where it's getting cold and miserable down south in Australia, and you're up here, the weather's really nice, a bit fresh with those southeasterly trades, although there's not any wind at the moment, well, not to speak of. Get about 26 to 28 degrees. Mostly blue skies, sunny, bit of rain occasionally. Beautiful. I can understand why people try to get away from the winter chills of Perth, Adelaide, Melbourne, Sydney. Brisbane would be all right though. Brisbane probably mid-20s, low to mid-20s at this time of year. Subtropical climate. And let's pan around here. This is one of the sites that they've cleared the trees here. Showed you that on the way in, on the way down south. Now we're going north. Yeah, maybe put a shelter up here with some barbecue areas. But I suppose if they do that, all the people over there would complain, blocking their view with a shelter. Stuck under this beech almond tree. Yeah, the slope on the beach is quite pronounced in Clifton, compared with Palm Cove, which is a lot more gentle, and Kewarra, really gentle. Well, we're almost at the playground, and I'll call it quits. And then, well, I'll walk to Palm Cove and get myself a well-deserved coffee. Where shall I go? Well, it's either Viva's Cafe or Nunu's. Don't know. Decide when I get there. The view at Nunu's, though, is spectacular. Never get bored with that view. And it looks like they're starting work on the southern public toilets at the Palm Cove Esplanade there, or Williams Esplanade. It's really cool. Looks like they've cleared the area. So we're going to get some much needed public toilets down the south of Williams Esplanade in Palm Cove. Yeah, there's toilets at the north near the caravan park, toilets in the middle near the surf place, next to the Chop D restaurant, and down the south there's nothing. Okay, here's where the nets used to be before they took them in. See the mounting points out there where the boys are. Out there. Pan over here, see Earl Hill and the headland there. And there are the rocks where we just walked from. Down there. And always wanted to sit on these chairs, never got around to it. Looks magnificent, look at that. Two beautiful chairs with a table as well. Oh, paradise up here. The council's really good, the way they provide all this stuff. Okay, here we are. Here's the surf hut. There's nobody on duty. Got the yellow flags up. Sometimes they come in the morning though and write stuff on the board. And here's the instructions. Here's what the flags mean. Have a read of that. Red and yellow flags, always swim between the red and yellow flags. Red and white flags, evacuate the water. Red flag, no swimming. Black and white flags, it's a surfcraft riding area boundary. And the yellow flag, caution required, potential hazards. And as you can see, yellow flag. See what they got on the board. If they've written anything, let's have a look. Nah, they just stuck the stinger risk, low, unlikely. Got the bottle of vinegar, said to deactivate the sting mechanism on the tentacles. And once again, we can look at the, I'll just pan you along. You can pause the video if you want. I'll do it closer so you can see it on your phone. Irukandji, these are the dangerous buggers here. They're not very big, about the size of your thumbnail. There's these little snotties. See a lot of these washed up on the beach. I did a video, Half Moon Bay, I think lots of them were washed up on that bay. Snotties, for obvious reasons. And this is the playground. Beautiful, really, isn't it? These are the barbecue areas. There's quite a few up here. I think it's 1, 2, 3, 4 areas. And the council come out every day and clean them. In fact, the guy's there now cleaning them. Actually gas powered and totally free. I can lift the lid. God knows what we'll find. But you just press the button and you're cooking with gas, so to speak. There you go, all clean. They sell actually like a plastic sort of coating that you can put on these at Coles, I think. You can put it on and don't have to clean it. Oh, we've got some yachts out there. Beautiful. Now look at that, look. You're cooking your barbecue. It's all free. And look at the palm trees there. Look at that, look at that. Look at that, what a view. You're cooking your barbecue, all free. Food isn't, you have to buy that, of course. And this is the view, look at that. Double Island, coconut palms, Haycock Island. Magnificent. I'll just pause and then pan in. Here you go, this is zoomed in. Look at that. Absolutely magnificent. Why would you want to live anywhere else? Fantastic. Really. Bloody sport, really, living here. We've had my daughter's birthday parties here a few times. Haven't used the barbecues, brought our own stuff to cook. Absolutely magnificent. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Oh well, until next time, take care. Don't forget, like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Thank you. Channel's growing, which is good. All due to you, my friends. Let's keep it going.